Vivid-Pix Restore improves many different file types: JPEG, TIFF, PNG, DNG, BMP, and RAW images. With scanned and digital photos, we improve color, black and white, sepia, tintypes, prints, slides, negatives if they're inverted to positives, downloads. And with scanned documents, records, letters, newspapers, magazines, downloads, microfilm, microfiche, and a host of different items.
We have Mac and Windows software. It sells for $49.99. You're able to install on 2 computers. We analyze and correct color, contrast, lightness, and sharpness all at once. The software calculates the center image as best. Because everyone sees lightness and contrast differently, we ring that center image with varying amounts of contrast and lightness. You pick the image that looks best to you. In the 2-up screen, i.e. this image here on the right, it shows the before and after. You're able to choose the before, you're able to choose the after, and you're able to choose both. And then you're able to save or fine-tune with the color corrections. One-click fix with easy controls. Easy edit controls, fix type, image mode, and rotate tilt. Within the easy edit mode, faded, badly faded, digital, faded documents. We listen a lot to customers on what it is they're looking for. Some people wanted to be able to bring in their images to use the metadata ease of entering. So we've created this additional feature of no fix, add metadata only. Detail edit controls within our Mac software. These 2 screens, this is Windows, so these 2 screens are a single screen within Mac. So our color control and our fine tune is a single interface. Within Windows, we do it as 2 screens. You're able to adjust lightness, contrast, and vividness, which is color saturation. You're able to adjust cyan, magenta and yellow, or red, green, and blue. As you click custom settings on the detail screen, the default is to be the 9-up. If you click on calculated starting setting, it automatically chooses the center image. So it bypasses the 9-up, automatically selects the center image. The next is, the term is called preset. So let's say that you had scanned a bunch of images that were sitting in the same envelope and they faded at the same rate. So you don't need to go through the 9-up at that point in order to be able to fix all of them. You're able to save the setting that you have gone through of using your adjustments and then clicking OK, and now it has become a drop-down preset within the custom setting areas. If I compare Restore to other manufacturers that fix old photos, many of them are simply applying a preset. They are not applying an artificial intelligence in order to be analyzing an image in order to fix varying types of fade. They're applying a preset. So our artificial intelligence is analyzing each image. We're fixing that image based on that individual image needs. And then if you also want to create your own presets, you can do that as well. So now this is metadata. So the reason we came up with metadata, as I've gotten to know the community, I was doing a presentation at Allen County Public Library, and one of the questions from the audience was, metadata, what is it? Why would I use it? How do I use it? So I was back over to Allen County a couple of weeks later, and they said, did you understand the importance of that question? And I said, please share. And they said, well, metadata is being recommended. It's not often being used. And if there was a way for you to create an easy way for people to enter metadata into your software, that would be really, really helpful. So I reached out to a friend of mine from my Kodak days. He fully described how best to be able to implement metadata to be EXIF and IPTC compliant. And we did this. And to put an exclamation point on the quality of the person who wrote this 5-page white paper, he used to be the Chief Information Officer for the National Archive. So you're able to view the metadata that's currently resident within the image by clicking View Edit Metadata. You can see all your old, and then you're able to add additional information in when you're adding tags, always make sure to add a comma at the end of each of the different tags. For instance, Otterson Murphy. At that point, then you're able to search any of those parameters. Now that you're able to read things better, improve legibility, you've got new insights. You want to be able to retain those insights and type that information into your metadata. So within this Zoom transcribe area, you're able to zoom in to view the image more closely. You're able to plus or minus the size of that image and then move it around in order to be able to see the area that you're wanting to transcribe. If you have a touch screen, you're also able to pinch to increase or decrease. And here within the comments section, it automatically populates anything that you've already added in the metadata comment section. And you're also able to add additional things, i.e. transcribe what you're now able to read by zooming in and entering all of this information. Information is saved to your fixed image. So what a lot of people ask us is, when I save metadata within Vivid-Pix software, where does that information go? And we literally drop all of that information directly into the image metadata. So if you right-click on the image, you're brought to a screen where all the way down at the bottom, it has properties, and then click on details, and then all of the information that you've added into metadata is now within that details tab. So we Vivid-Pix, we truly put anything that you type in directly into the metadata. What other people do with it after that point, some people strip it, some people leave it. So you'll want to check that depending on the service and or the software that you're using. Also, some of the online providers, they retain the information that you've added having to do with the image, and that is sort of a hook in order to make sure that you keep buying their subscription service, and that's just business. But we put it right into the image file. This is something that we soft launched a couple months ago, and it really further uses the artificial intelligence and the algorithms within our software. Here's an example of an old envelope. It's a document, so I happen to select the middle image, and I've improved the image. But if I'm a stamp collector, I'm interested to know more about that stamp, I simply crop that area. I then click recalculate cropped, and now the algorithm is applied just to that area, and pretty amazing what this new feature of recalculate cropped image can do. So that's really as easy and as hard as restore is. There is an incredible amount of horsepower that's going on in our software. We make it easy so that everyone can enjoy having it, but there's additional